Hello and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. I'm trying to up the graphics quality slightly of the video, so compared to the last three, hopefully this one is slightly better. But it seems that the game is coming out slightly choppier. Everything focuses when I stop moving the camera, but when I'm moving it about it gets very choppy. The frame rate in the game is actually quite good, despite the graphics settings menu saying that it was going to be 15, which I was a bit worried about, but I'm actually getting 44 according to Fraps. We shall see. It's an ongoing project. Anyway, we need a new job. So here we go. General engine control and repair, or all running gear faults. Well, let's just go for the first one. Okay. A little green number. Let's take a look. An inner tie rod, an outer tie rod, suspension arms. Oh, and a lower suspension arm. Okay. So chances are, well, almost certainly need to put this on the lift. So let's have a quick look. So that inner rod's definitely knackered, but it looks like, yeah, the outer tie rod and the steering arm or the suspension arm on the other side. Something at the back I can't quite see. So let's move over to the lifter. It might be more efficient to have a couple of jobs on the go at once, but for now at least I'm just going to stick to one at a time, unless something pushes me in a particular direction. Let's see how we go. Right, so I'm going to... One assumes you have to take the... from under the car, look, fair enough, so I can't deal with that. But this side had the inner tie rod. Yes. Okay, so as you'd expect, do need to take the wheel off. Alright. The outer tie rod comes off, and this one just slides out. Oops, I've pressed the right buttons. It's been a few days, I've forgotten how to play the game already. Alright, let's have a glance at the rear whilst we've got it here. Let's see what we can see. I forget what it was that was at the back of the... Oh yes, there we go, it's that. I wonder if we can get to that without having to lift it up. Can I take it off where it is? Oh, I can. Oh, that's handy. Okay, and that was a something or other I've already forgotten. And then we need to put it up in the air. Well, let's do the bits we can do now. So we need an... I've got to look at the car. I must mention that as a problem I have. So we need the inner tie rod, we need an outer tie rod, and a lower suspension arm. Oops, that's not the computer. There it is. Oh, if only I could jump as I skipped across the way. Alright, so can you remember any of the things I said? One of the feature updates that they're planning to do is to be able to allow you to see the parts that you need to buy whilst you're on this screen, which would be heaven for me, 'cause I can't remember my name pretty much from one minute to the next. I don't know why an outer and an inner tie. I can remember those, so I need one of them and an inner tie rod, and then some suspension pieces. Oh, do I have to look at the car? Should ask for this as well as a feature. I don't want to have to look at the car just to bring up the order list. Lower suspension arm, rear suspension, upper arm. Lower suspension arm. So lower suspension arm. There you go. And a rear suspension something. Oh dear, there's choices. It might have been that one. Rear suspension arm. I keep forgetting to sell all my bits as well. Rear suspension arm. Rear suspension upper arm. That sounds good. Rear suspension upper arm. Yes, that's what it looked like as well. Hurrah! Now I thought there was supposed to be a sell all for the inventory as well, but I don't notice an option to sell all. I don't want to sell it all at the moment anyway, so I've got some new bits that I'm going to put in here. But anyway. Alright, so we're going to go into putting it on mode. Inner tie rod, and then outer tie rod. Bolty. And the wheel back on. Okay, that's that side done. So once we've got on the lower setting on the lifter, we'll have a look at the other side, sort out the outer tie rod on the, I want to say near side. Oh, it's a left-hand drive, isn't it? So, yes, different to how I'd think of a car. Being in England, it's all right-hand drive. Rumble, rumble. All right. Bolty. So it's just the outer tie rod on this side, and then replace the one from the other side. Did I buy a new one? Where's the new one? I see. I replaced the one on the other side with that one. Okay. Momentarily very confused. Now I assume I don't need the wheel on for off, or I don't need the wheel off rather for that lower suspension arm there, but I'll leave it on for now. Oh, the controls are on the other side of the lifter. Alright. Make the car go up now. Oh, I forgot to put the rear bit on as well. Never mind, we'll do that in a minute. Okay, so suspension arm, nothing else needs to be taken off. That's handy. Wicked. And then new part. Shiny shines. Alright, and a little bolt. Okay, that's that done. Now the front suspension arm. Did we already do that? We already replaced it. Maybe we already replaced it. Wow, it's only like a minute ago. I've already forgotten. Right, bring it back down. Whoa! I've got that weird bug you get in FPSs sometimes where it's all moving in one direction all the time. It's like it's locked a key press down even though I'm not pressing it. Oh, that's very irritating. Oh, there we go, it's stopped. Good, right, so I'm putting the wheel back on. I remember what I'm doing. Oh yes. Okay, now I think that was everything. No, rear suspension upper arm. I didn't do that. Rear suspension upper arm, there we go. Alright, so that job's a good one. Yeah, ticks all around. Alright, we've got our first 1,000 experience, so theoretically we could customize something, or I don't know what. But let's not do that just yet. Let's take on another job. More of these little jobs. General engine control and repair, sloppy car steering. That should be fairly easy. Royal Bianco. Right, so what's the parts? Outer tie rod, look at that. Easy peasy. Outer tie rod. Where are you? Not that one. Whoops. Get my overalls caught on the front of the car. Spin round. Yes, here we are. One outer tie rod. Oops, I have to put it on the lifter. I've forgotten. I'd gone back into 2014 mode. So I already forgot which side it was. I was on this side, was it? Yes. Cool. Bolting. That's right. I'll bolt each one, unbolt each one, but a very small amount. Because I can. So I wonder if I can replace that with some piece of rubbish out my inventory. No, they're all quite low. Wants a minimum of 66%. That's fair. And I don't think I can fix anything yet until I've upgraded the bench or the tools or something. Oh, hello. Wish I'd looked at that before. Chance to repair 40%. I don't know, what am I risking? Is there a payment I'm making? You did not see, oh, I see the part condition decreased. Oh, it's not even there anymore. Did I break it? Did I do a Jeremy Clarkson and try fixing it with a hammer? Let's beat on it until it breaks. Never mind. Right, we want an outer tie rod. There it is. probably go through my inventory and sell all the bits as well. Alright, so insert tie rod. That's right, let's put that wheel back on. Nah, he's not watching from the customer area as I dick about with his wheel. Good, okay. Another job's a good job. Ting! And that was so fast, I feel we could probably stick another quick one in. Brake problems. Never get a good brake. Oh, it's a slightly different looking car. Alright, what seems to be the trouble, sir? Brake disc, brake pads. Okay. This is the front brakes. How can I see the brakes from here? Not easily. Ah, yeah, they look pretty knackered. And it was brake discs, wasn't it? Two sets of brake discs. Oh, and brake pads. Anyway, it needs to be on the lifter. Let's give the right lifter some love. I'll be with you shortly, sir. Only brake pads, brake disc. Can't remember. Brake pads, brake disc. Good. Alright, let's do this thing. Classic rims. Do with a bit of a shine, sir. So someone's thrown up jam all over them. And let's take off your caliper. Brake pads. How do you, oh yeah. Well, how good were they? I don't know. Brake disc ventilated, yes. Okay. Inventory. Oh, I forgot to tell all my bits, didn't I? Okay, so these seemed fine. Good. Alright, let's put that back on. You have your old crappy ones back on here. Bolty bolts. Bolty bolt bolts. Wheel back on. Alright. Now what I could have done, if I wanted to be sure I was getting in the right place, was to highlight, by checking these, the places that need work. So now, when I look at the car, if I highlight the piece at all, it should glow. Which it isn't doing. Maybe I have to actually be... Ah, there we go. So you can see there's a light blue. There, see? Then the one at the back. So once you're clicked into an area, you can see what's required. Okay, anyway. I only tend to use... Why can't I take these off? Disassemble mode. So I'm not right-clicking. I've already forgotten how to play the game. Just slightly distracted. So I don't usually use that, but I think it's a fantastic feature, because when you just know there's a rubber bush that needs fixing, and you don't know which one it is, and there's so many more on the cars now than there used to be in the previous game, I can save a lot of aggro. Alright, so those brake... Pretty horrible. They look pretty horrible. So now we can stick on our nice new brake disc. And I assume... Well, these pads weren't too bad, actually. And the caliper. Get myself all confused. So it's just one set of pads and two discs, was it? Or two sets of discs and one pad? Yeah, I think I read this wrong. So, did I buy two brake... Oh, I don't know. What's else in my inventory? Did I buy... No, I bought two pads and one disc, and I actually needed two discs and one pad. Good work. Can't repair any of those. So I was going to buy ourselves another pad. Okie dokie. Brake disc even, not pad. Keep saying the wrong thing. That'll help. Alright. And jump and skip. Okay. And let's do this side. So I need to find the discs that... no, the pads. Jesus. Okay. Now, people do ask you what it's like living without a memory. And when you've asked them to repeat what they said because you've already forgotten, you tell them that you don't really know. I don't remember. So there we go. So the pads, not discs, the pads that need replacing must be on the front, and I've already checked one of the sides. If I'd left the wheel off, I'd known which side it was. Okay, so if I came at it from here, I'd probably check that side first, just as a complete guess. I don't know. Can I see the pads at all? Condition. How do you do that? It's hand mode. Whoop! You can also use purchase tools to do this. I don't have any purchase tools. Okay. So, yeah, I can't see through the rim very easily at the brakes. Oh, there's a view. Is that the brakes? Let's show me the brakes. Brake caliper, but not the pads. There's no obvious way of seeing them very easily. Oh, zoom in. Wait. Oh. Oh, where is the brake? Brake calipers there. All right. Well, on the basis that I can't actually see the pads, they look so goddamn awful, I'm going to hope it is this side that needs them. And apologies if you've just watched me take this wheel off your shiny screen. Oh, they look... That's hard to tell, I haven't seen it. Yeah, they look knackered. Yes, that was the right side to take off after all. Whoops, no, I didn't take that off. Yeah, you see, there was 60% as well. Alright, let's just have a quick check on the order, just in case I have changed the right one. No, I haven't. No, fair enough. Wow. Hard to tell. Oh yeah, they look pretty bad. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Alright, so the benefit there might have been if I'd used the how to find it easily system, which I'd already just talked about and then forgot to use. So if I'd highlighted that, it would have shown me which side of the car needs to work on. Never mind, job done. There we go. Decent chunk of experience gained and some little lessons learned. It doesn't matter what you think, it's often useful to use these little features. It's not spoiling the game, it's just helping. Like having an external memory would be very useful. Thanks very much for watching. Come back next time with some less forgettable or more memorable excitement from Car Mechanic Simulator. Thank you very much.